Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Rahma Berta and I'm from Trisakti Institute of Transportation and Logistics. Today, I'm going to talk about the role of e-commerce in expanding international trade for SMEs. In this video, I will explain how small businesses can sell their products internationally through platforms like Amazon. I hope this content helps you understand how e-commerce makes international trade possible and easier for SMEs. Let's get started! Before we continue deeper into the topic, we must understand something first. We cannot talk about e-commerce and global selling if we don't know the meaning of international trade. So, let me explain about international trade first. International trade means the activity of selling and buying goods or services between different countries. International trade is not just about shipping goods. It also includes negotiation of price, payment terms, commercial agreement, packaging standard, logistic process, and document preparation. So, why does this happen? Because one country cannot produce everything. Some countries have natural resource, some have better technology, some have cheaper labor. For example, Indonesia exports coffee beans to Japan, and Japan exports electronic products to Indonesia. So, e-commerce makes international trade simpler, faster, and more affordable for SMEs. Now that we understand what international trade is, so let's talk about e-commerce. After understanding international trade, now I want to take you to the next topic. The topic is what is e-commerce and why e-commerce matters for SMEs. E-commerce means the activity of selling and buying products through the internet. Instead of having a physical store, the store exists online. Customer can visit the store using their phone or laptop, check the product, and place an order anytime and from any location. This makes e-commerce very flexible because transactions are not limited by business hour or physical distance. For small and medium enterprises, e-commerce is more than just an online store. E-commerce becomes a strategy to enter bigger markets. Now that we already understand what e-commerce is, the next question is, how does e-commerce actually support SMEs in entering international trade? Let's continue to the next session. E-commerce plays a very important role in helping small and medium enterprises enter international trade. First, e-commerce allows businesses to reach international customers through global marketplaces such as Amazon. This gives small businesses the same opportunity as big companies to compete in the global market. The second, e-commerce enables businesses to receive digital payment quickly and safely. Payment can be made through online banking, credit cards, digital wallets, or other financial platforms. This system reduces the risk of late payment or fraud. Payment confirmation is also automatic, so the seller can immediately process the order. The third, e-commerce provides real-time tracking for shipping and customer orders. Both seller and buyers can monitor the movement of the package from the warehouse until it reaches the customer's address. This increases transparency and trust. The last one, e-commerce helps businesses promote their product through digital marketing. This includes using social media, search engine, advertisement, and product reviews. E-commerce offers many benefits to small and medium enterprises. The first benefit is market expansion. Through online platforms, businesses are no longer limited to customers from the local area. The second benefit is cost efficiency. Businesses don't need to spend money on opening store in foreign countries or hiring many staff. The third benefit is faster operation. Orders, payments, and shipping can be managed in a single system. The last benefit is brand exposure. When products appear on global marketplace, many international buyers can discover the brand. The more people see the brand, the higher the chance of increasing sales and customer loyalty. Now I will take you to understand about the common documents needed. The first category is trade documents. These include a commercial invoice, a sales contract or purchase order, and a packing list. A commercial invoice shows the detail of the transaction such as a price and quantity. A sales contract or purchase order shows the agreement between the buyer and the seller. A packing list explains the contents of the shipment. The second category is shipping documents. The most common documents are the bill of lading or airway bill. These documents are issued by the shipping company and serve as proof that the goods have been shipped. The third category is custom documents. These include the export or import declaration, the HS code which identifies the type of product, and the certificate of origin which explains where the product was produced. Customs need these documents to decide whether the goods are allowed to enter the destination country. The fourth category is payment documents. Proof of online payment or financial records are needed to ensure that the transaction is clear and legal. For large transactions, sometimes a letter of credit is used to guarantee that the seller will receive payment. Imagine a small business in Indonesia that produces handmade organic soap. At first, the soap is only sold offline in a local store. The business owner then decided to expand to international market by joining Amazon Global Selling. The seller creates an Amazon seller account, uploads product photos, writes description, and sets the price. Amazon provides a huge advantage. Instead of waiting for random buyers, Amazon actively shows the products to millions of international customers through search suggestion and category rankings. When the buyer in the United States places an order, Amazon automatically collects and verifies the payment. And then, the seller prepares the product and all required export documents. This includes the commercial invoice, packing list, and custom documents such as HS code and certificate of origin. Then comes the shipping process. The seller can choose fulfillment by Amazon or commonly called FBA. Amazon takes care of packaging, shipping, customer service, and returns. From this study case, we can see that selling internationally through Amazon is possible even for small businesses. There are challenges that must be considered and carefully managed. The first challenge is global price competition. On global marketplace, the business competes with sellers from countries that may have cheaper production costs like China and Vietnam. The second challenge is international logistic costs. Shipping to other countries is much more expensive than domestic shipping. Additional costs include international courier charge, import taxes, and custom clearance fees. The third challenge is document compliance. If documents are incomplete or incorrect, customs in the destination country will hold the products. The fourth challenge is understanding foreign regulation. Some countries have strict regulations regarding labeling, ingredients, and packaging. After understanding what international trade means and how e-commerce supports small and medium enterprises in entering the global market, e-commerce transforms the export process from something complicated into something accessible. So in simple words, e-commerce changes the role of business. It turns local businesses into global players. So guys, thank you for taking the time to listen my explanation about international trade and e-commerce. I hope that everything I explained can be understood well. If you have any question, feedback, or suggestion, you can leave them in the comment section. Once again, thank you very much. See you!